Okay, so first question. Please could you tell us who you are and how you came to be involved in Sound and Fury?
I'm Kate Tempest. I'm a poet and a rapper, and I'm involved in Sound and Fury because I've worked with the Shakespeare Company before doing some of the youth projects, and I know polar bear very well, and I'm very happy to be involved with Sound and Fury.
Can you tell us about the show itself? What did you do in it? What was the inspiration behind it?
We all had to take soliloquies and kind of use them as starting points to run with the idea that a Shakespearean soliloquy is like the ideal spoken word. It's the best a spoken word can be.
How do you feel now that the show's done? How did you feel it went?
I think it went well. I was horribly nervous. I've never been so nervous about anything really, because it's a whole new thing, and obviously it's like a really prestigious venue, and there's kind of people that you wouldn't normally perform to in this kind of environment. But I think it went really well, and I'm really happy. I'm really pleased to have done it.
Can you talk to us a bit about the link between Shakespeare and the spoken word and hip hop?
Well, it's Shakespeare was kind of telling stories for the public, for the everyday person, which I think hip hop does. And he's obviously, like the beauty of Shakespeare. There's this bit in Richard III where Richard III is talking to Queen Margaret, I think her name is, and they have this like intense rap battle basically where they have this argument, but it's like perfectly matched in like syllabic structure, phonetically matched, and it's just one of the most incredible pieces of lyricism I've ever come across. The other thing about Shakespeare is I think it's fundamentally like a herd language, which is like the same with spoken word in hip hop. Yeah?
Great.
Cool.
Why do you think, and how do you think Shakespeare is relevant for young people today?
Well, I think that he's relevant because no matter how far away it may seem, no matter how like advanced we might think we are, or how modern we might think we are, there are certain themes, fundamental human themes, that crop up in all works of art that are worth anything, which is just genuine human mess, which Shakespeare expresses really well. And I think it's really comforting if you're a young person or an old person or any person to kind of remember that for the last 400 years or 2,000 years, the fundamental human thing, the struggle has always been the same. I think it's like it just kind of positions you in eternity rather than you kind of scrabbling around in this bizarre contemporary world or whatever. So I think it's important. It's important for kids and everybody to remember that, you know, no matter what the year is, we're humans still and always have been, and we will be forever.
What's next for you? Do you think you'll have anything inspired by Shakespeare and by this project?
I don't know, I think, yeah, hopefully I'll come back and do some more stuff here. I'll probably read a bit more Shakespeare, because to be honest, I'm kind of winging it a little bit. I don't actually know that much. But yeah, I'm bringing out an album with my band, and that'll be out in March. We're called Sound of Rum, and I'm doing spoken word stuff. It'd be lovely if Sound and Fury kind of took this a bit further and worked on a more extended piece. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. And last thing, do you have a favourite line of Shakespeare, or do you have a favourite line from Sound and Fury?
My favourite line from Shakespeare, in the Tempest, there's a line that says, "Hell is empty and all the devils are here," which I think is a great line. I wrote a poem about it. Probably my favourite line from Sound and Fury. I bet everyone's said it, but I must eat my dinner. It's just like good. I don't know, yeah, pretty much all of them. All the ones that I can understand I love, and the ones I can't understand I know I will love when I do understand them. So.
Can you tell us your poem inspired by the Tempest?
Yeah, how many minutes?
Yeah, we've got 4 minutes.
Wow, okay, I can try. It's pretty long. Alright, it goes like this. I tell of him that summoned them storms in vengeance, poisoned by the wrath of his remembrance. Him that gave languishes to impose a sentence. His name was Prospero, and he prospers by what he knows. Knowledge he keeps for himself, and it is used for the bad to enslave and to mystify. Know the language that fills up your mouth is imposition, and subject your ambition to a bootless inquisition. Look, Prospero wrong survived, he grew wise, he got fattened on them books. He despised when he should have dismissed. Well, that to this is all relative. Madness on those who can't measure it. Sadness for those who seek sedative, but gladness for those who know pleasure is all self-constructed, who know how to clutch it. Look, if by your art you have fevered the skies, you need to let the heat within rise and evaporate. If you're the type that sees the sea's tides as against you, you will never navigate, I know. Language is for those obsessed with real meaning, Don't love your oppressor or trust your oppressor. But don't begrudge the oppressor the oppressor's oppression, because each has to learn their own lessons, mate. If all the people were prophets, we'd profit. We were born with the truth, but we lost it in logic, so find it. Remind yourself of the timeless. I swear, you are the planet that led you. You are the knowledge that fed you, and you are the language that led you. Now own it. Make it make sense, make it relevant, and never believe that the words of the wise are not your words to read. See, when you hear the quiet voice of vengeance in your ear, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here. When your tongue tastes shadows and your friends are shedding tears, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here. When your heart is consumed with regret and with fear, when a demon jumps up straight rejecting the spear, when the view is so bleak it starts infecting the seer, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here. So fuck it, call me Caliban. They gave me language so I could rain down these curses in verses. I take them on word for word, because I know the worst is I have to watch my good friends getting caught up in circuits. You see, the serpent, he rehearses his hisses, he makes the valiant vicious, and I know now never to waste wishes. So go ahead, conjure a storm on the head of your enemy. You will find yourself victim of negative energy. You need to extend your empathy, make yourself sensitive. This island was mine for a home. I was free to make rhyme as I roamed, and my mind is alone as I ride and I moan. I'm the captive of continents. Look, I beseech you to be much more confident, because we run around nonchalant, dejected and restless. We're like, oh, we can't change nothing though, so why should we try? Hey, we can change. We can rampage till we stand strange. We have our hands chained, clutching at freedom. You know, the freedom of mean what you say and say it with meaning. Change your own mind before you try to change the sequence. You need to live with your energy, not by your reason. This the last day of my discontented season. No more will I tolerate this greed, it's demeaning. Needing a breeze through the stifling heat of elitist depictions of what we can reach. Look, they want you to fear it, to not get too near it, so they can continue pretending they're smarter. Sit still though. Receive it from self like Siddhartha. The past is just what we came after. So when you hear the quiet voice of vengeance in your ear, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here. When your tongue tastes shadows and your friends are shedding tears, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here. When your heart is consumed with regret and with fear, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here. When the boat sails away and you get left on the pier, that's when you know that hell is empty and all the devils are here. When you're trying to understand but the text isn't clear, when the demon jumps up straight rejecting the spear, when the view is so bleak it starts infecting the seer, that's when you know that hell is empty, because all the devils are here.